Welcome back to the AutoSight-G Forensic Lab. Today, we investigate the silent killer of modern engines, excessive oil consumption. It's a crisis hidden behind long-life maintenance schedules and low-tension engineering. Manufacturers claim a quart of oil every 1,000 miles is normal, but our data shows a different story in this 8-minute audit. We connect the dots between the 10,000-mile oil trap and the low-tension piston ring scandal. This is how your reliable engine is engineered to drink itself to death. You bought a reliable engine for its longevity, but now it's drinking oil faster than fuel. This isn't a leak, it's a high-tech engineering trap. Look at these low-tension piston rings clogged and seized by carbon. Today, we perform a forensic audit on the low-tension piston ring trap, exposing why modern engineering for MPG is killing engine life. Stay until the end, because we reveal a financial solution that costs less than a tank of gas but prevents a $6,000 rebuild. To meet strict government fuel economy standards, manufacturers move to low-tension piston rings. They reduce friction, but they have a fatal flaw. They lack the scraping power of older designs. When combined with long oil change intervals, carbon deposits turn these precision rings into frozen metal, allowing oil to bypass the combustion chamber. This is the forensic signature of the modern oil burning crisis. Point 1. Microscopic carbon buildup. We see the forensic evidence here: hard carbon deposits locking the ring into the piston groove. Once the ring loses its tension, it can no longer seal the cylinder, leading to massive oil consumption. Point 2. The oil consumption audit. Manufacturers claim 1 quart every 1,000 miles is normal. Forensically, we know this is a marketing lie to avoid warranty claims. Real-world data proves this is the first stage of total engine collapse. Point 3. High heat friction hotspots. Low-tension rings operate on a microscopic oil film that is easily broken. Thermal imaging shows where the lubrication fails, leading to increased localized heat and accelerated metal fatigue. Point 4. Catastrophic bore scoring. When ring seize, they scratch the cylinder walls. This scoring creates permanent pathways for oil to burn, resulting in blue smoke and a total loss of engine compression. Point 5. The 8 critical failure pathways. Our audit connects low-tension rings to cascading damage across the entire engine block. From valve guides to catalytic converters, nothing is safe once the oil starts burning. Point 6. Clogged oil return holes. Look at these tiny passages behind the ring. When they are blocked by sludge, oil has nowhere to go but into the combustion chamber. This is the smoking gun of operational neglect. Point 7. The financial reality check. A $60 chemical piston soak versus a $6,000 engine replacement. The math favors the investigative owner who acts before the oil light stays on. Point 8. The forensic maintenance checklist. Switch to high detergent synthetic oils. Maintain 3,000-mile intervals and perform regular chemical cleaning. This is your defense against the low-tension trap. The oil burning crisis isn't your fault, but it is your problem to solve. The reliable engine of today requires a higher maintenance standard than the past. The solution? Abandon the 10,000-mile oil change myth. Move to a 5,000-mile maximum interval and use a high-quality engine flush every third change. Protect your rings, preserve your asset, and stay investigative. Extended oil intervals are only the first half of the trap. When oil breaks down over 10,000 miles, it leaves behind carbon deposits that target a specific mechanical weakness. We now move deeper into the combustion chamber to expose the low-tension piston ring scandal. The primary reason your modern engine has developed an unquenchable thirst for oil. Your manufacturer says change your oil every 10,000 miles. Your engine's internal components say otherwise. Look at this microscopic forensic evidence. These metallic shavings and thick carbon sludge are the direct result of following marketing-driven maintenance schedules. Today, we expose the gap between corporate promises and mechanical reality. This is the 10,000-mile trap that is quietly killing modern reliability. We don't rely on opinions, we rely on forensic data. Data from Blackstone Laboratories and independent mechanical audits consistently show that after 5,000 miles, most synthetic oils lose their critical TBN or total base number. This means the oil can no longer neutralize acids. When you cross that threshold, your oil isn't just lubricating, it's actively corroding your engine from the inside out. To protect your investment and your wallet, there are 8 critical engineering failures you must understand about long-interval oil changes. Ignoring these hidden secrets is the fastest way to a catastrophic financial loss. Let's perform a deep dive into the evidence. Point 1. Thermal breakdown. Modern turbocharged engines operate at extreme temperatures. After 5,000 miles, the oil's viscosity starts to collapse, leaving your turbo bearings unprotected. Point 2. Sludge accumulation. Look at this valve cover. When oil stays too long, it turns into mayonnaise, clogging the tiny oil passages that feed your variable valve timing system. Point 3. Filter saturation. Most oil filters are only designed to hold a specific amount of contaminants. Once full, the bypass valve opens, sending dirty, unfiltered oil back into your engine. Point 4. Fuel dilution. Direct injection engines often leak small amounts of fuel into the crankcase, thinning the oil and destroying its ability to protect high-load components like cam lobes. Point 5. Chemical acidity. Old oil becomes acidic, eating away at soft metal bearings. Point 6. Chain stretch. Poor lubrication is the #1 cause of premature timing chain wear a $3,000 repair. Point 7. Seal hardening. Dirty oil causes internal seals to shrink and leak. Point 8. The resale impact. A vehicle with a documented 5,000-mile service history is worth thousands more on the Tier 1 used market. The math is simple and cold. A high-quality synthetic oil change costs roughly $60 to $80. A modern engine replacement, including labor in the US or UK, starts at $8,500. You can perform 100 oil changes for the price of 1 engine failure. In the world of automotive forensics, the cheapest insurance you can buy is a fresh quart of oil every 5,000 miles. The lifetime fluid and extended interval narrative is designed to lower the total cost of ownership for the first leaseholder, not the long-term owner. If you plan to keep your car past 60,000 miles, ignore the manual and follow the forensic standard. Stay investigative. Keep your oil clean. The oil consumption crisis is not a mystery, it's a forensic certainty for those who ignore the data. A $6,000 rebuild is the ultimate price for trusting a 10,000-mile maintenance myth. Protect your asset by adopting the 5,000-mile forensic standard and monitoring your fluid health with professional lab analysis. Your engine survival depends on your investigation, not the dealer's promises. Download our forensic maintenance guide below. Stay investigative.